I'm Connie.
Hi everybody, Connie here. And look, I have company. I'm so excited. This is my very best friend, Stephanie.
Aww.
And she lives in Northern California and she came down for the weekend. And so we've been having a lot of fun and I just wanted to introduce her and we're going to chat for a couple of minutes and just kind of let you have a little insight into our friendship and things that we do. So, Stephanie, when did we meet?
Oh my gosh, it was when I had my image consulting business and I ran an ad and you answered it. It was funny because it was an empty nester ad.
Was it? I didn't remember that.
I had this great idea that I would reach out to women of that genre, and you were the only one who answered that ad.
But it was perfect because my kids had just graduated. I had one home still. She had one more year to go.
And you're looking at the dot, right?
No. This is also a training video for me, in case you didn't get that. I want to be doing a lot more YouTube and coming to see you guys a lot more often. And so I keep looking at me instead of the little
pet
dot
peeve
on
with
the
that
phone.
is when you're watching a video and their eyes just are shifted off a little bit. That's because they're looking at themselves and not the dot. The dot's right here, and we want to look here. I'm pointing to the phone right now and see how off it is. So you want to look at the dot.
So if I'm looking at the dot, then I'm looking in the center of the phone.
And then we can look at you.
Wow. You know, that seems really strange because I'm talking to nobody. At least when I look in the screen, I'm talking to myself.
And then you look like you have the eyes that can't focus.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's really weird.
Okay. So back to you.
So, anyway, a little lesson. She is in my opinion, a guru when it comes to this. And so I feel grateful that we're good friends, we're best friends, and that we can learn from each other. And one of the things that I'm learning from her is how to do YouTube so that I can come and see you guys more often.
Well, I don't feel like I'm an expert in YouTube, but I do have a photography background. My husband and my son and I have a studio. And so I think about things that a lot of people don't, like lighting us in the background instead of leaving that dark because it doesn't look as good. And you know, the camera has a hard time when there's dark and light in the same picture, so it needs more balance. So by lighting the background, we are better lit. Does that make sense?
It does.
So I like thinking about that. And the dot is a pet peeve. I've just noticed. I've noticed it on other videos, and I was doing it too. So
have to look at the dot.
Look at the dot. Look at the dot.
It makes me forget my total train of thought. That's so funny.
If I'm taking a selfie for someone or using a camera, I always tell them look at the dot. And if I'm using my real camera, I say look at the lens. Look at the lens. Because if you're not. Sorry, I sidetracked you. It's your interview. What do you want to know?
No, this is great. So anyway, we've known each other a long time. And we didn't start out as friends. We were business partners. I answered the ad. And we worked together. And we did do some traveling.
Yes. We had some fun trips.
We did. We had a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh.
There were so many things. We were in, we started out, we were in image consulting, and I had never learned anything like that, and I considered myself very plain. I just wore dull colors, and, you know, I kind of wanted to fade away into the woodwork, and between Stephanie and this company, it really brought me out.
And one more thing.
What?
It was the 80s.
It was the 80s. Oh my gosh. Anybody on here love the 80s? You have to comment. Oh my gosh. And that reminds me, the other night I had my hair up in this funny little ponytail, and my 16-and-a-half-year-old granddaughter came over and she said, "Grandma, I love your hair. It reminds me of the 80s." And I said, "Oh, thanks. I love the 80s." And she said, she's 16, and she said, "I did too."
We were reminiscing yesterday about our favorite outfits. And we couldn't narrow it down. We had so many.
We did.
And we still do that.
Yeah.
Like we were loving getting dressed up today for our business meeting that people were wearing exercise clothes to. But we were decked out.
So we are in a different business together now, and that one was image and beauty, and we had a great time. And now for the last 15 years, we've been in another business more for health and energy and just living longer and living healthier.
Oh my gosh, yes. Am I allowed to tell your age?
Sure.
Tell your age.
I'm 75.
Need I say more about what we're doing for our health for 15 years, that we got younger instead of older? I'm going to be 60 on my birthday. She's 75.
Look at that.
And we feel great.
Yes.
Like we have energy. I know I'm not on any like medications of any kind.
Me either.
I just feel great, and I have energy that a lot of people my age don't have. And it's not just the energy. I'm like happy about life. Like I have desire to learn, like you doing the YouTube and learning about technology and learning about other things. And I just love learning. I love trying new things. I have more like goals and stuff. I don't feel like I'm at the end of my life. I feel like there's so much left I still want to do. And I think that's when you get into a healthy state that you start having desires for more. And like when your happiness level is up, you want to do more stuff.
That's true, and that's kind of a passion of mine, is really encouraging people to have goals, because life, you have to go day to day, but if you don't have something to keep you going, what gets you out of bed in the morning? And this gets us out of bed in the morning because we've seen it change so many people's lives, and so goals are so important to have in your lifetime, and always new ones.
Yes.
We have so much fun doing that.
Setting goals. You should do a video on that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You should do a video on your vision board. Oh my gosh, she's so good at her vision board, and I love seeing all her little positive motivational things in her office. You should give a tour of your office.
Good idea.
It's so cute. I have lots of ideas she should be doing.
You do. She could make a list for me that would be twice as long as mine.
I think I might do that.
Yeah. You can see that this is my favorite background for my videos that I'm going to be doing more of, I promise. And it's more of a very romantic room. And I did do a video on that recently talking about the different styles. And I am a romantic, and so I love this room. So this is where I do most of the backdrops for my videos. My grandkids like to come in here, but they don't get to play in here. They get to come and sit because it's the ladies' room.
It's the ladies' room.
Yeah.
we did a video for my channel just a moment ago.
We were in stitches.
Because it's the ladies' room. It's not a bathroom. It's still funny.
I think I may have to change the name. I'm going to have to talk to the kids. They're going to have to come up with a new name.
How come they didn't know that?
They were little. They didn't know.
That's too funny. That's too funny.
So we've had fun anyway. Anything you want to share, Stephanie?
I just love this house. I love this whole girliness to it. I hope you do a house tour at some point.
I would love to do that.
She's put so much into it, and it's so pretty. There's so many details. You'll have to do one video for each room because there's just so much.
There is, yeah. It takes a lot to go through each room.
Comfy to be here. I have my own room.
Yes, and I'm going to redo her room. Her room is going to be shabby chic in the future.
Oh, my favorite. We like a lot of the same things.
We do. I can't wait to do that one. It's going to be so much fun.
It's been great to be here, but I'm ready to go home and miss my doggy and my bed and my husband in that order.
Yes. Whoops. Did she say that?
Oh, he knows.
That's
and our anniversary's Tuesday.
35 years.
So
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. We'll stick it out. I'm kidding. I love him very much.
Yes.
He's the love of my life.
He's awesome. He's awesome. But I wanted to tell you, too, that Stephanie and I, we talked about we were in business and we weren't friends to begin with. And so then we grew into that. We roomed together one night, and we had a third person in the room, and she was kind of I don't know, how do you say, crazy person.
Crazy. She was crazy.
And she really messed with both of our lives, and we didn't think that either one of us liked the other one, and we found out it was her saying that, and we really didn't know each other, so we couldn't not like each other. And so all that night, we stayed up all night long, and we visited, and we talked, and we found out how much we had in common, and we've just been best friends ever since, and it's been so fun.
That bonded us.
It did. It did.
Having a negative experience bonded us.
Yeah. So anyway, Stephanie, about 6 months after we met, she moved to Northern California because she did live here. And so she lives up in the mountains between Sacramento and Lake Tahoe. And I like to call us city mouse and country mouse, kind of a silly thing, but
I think it's cute.
Yeah.
We should have the mouse.
Oh, that'd be cute. Yeah. That'd be cute.
We'll have to try and take a picture of that and you can insert it in this video.
That'd be good. And so we do that, and she lives in the mountains, and I mean, it's not the mountains, but it is to me because I'm afraid of heights. And so when I go to her place, I love it up there. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's calm, it's quiet, it's beautiful. The skies are gorgeous, but it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's heights. And so I close my eyes when she drives up there. And when I drive up there, I drive pretty slow because I'm afraid of the heights. So when she comes down here, she closes her eyes.
Oh my gosh, you guys. This is LA traffic. It's bad. There are death wishes everywhere.
It is bad. It is. So when she comes down here, she closes her eyes when I drive.
I really look forward to getting in my car and driving my own speed tomorrow and just let everybody go as fast as they want. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. So it's fun. We've had a great visit, and we had a fun time at the beach yesterday, and just everything that we saw and did was incredibly fun. And I always hate to see her go. I always get sad when she leaves.
Me too.
But then I look forward to the next time. So, and you know, we're on the phone together all the time.
All the time.
So.
Pretty much every day.
So it's a fun life. And, you know, our business that we do has really given us the opportunity to meet so many people. When we got together today, I saw people I haven't seen in a couple of years, you know, and I got to go up and visit with them and say hi, and we reminisced, and then we had some of our team members that we hadn't seen in a while, and we all got to gather together and just have a great time. So
It was fun.
we loved it.
It was fun.
Yeah. So we've rambled. I guess we can, we're done. But I just wanted to introduce Stephanie and let you know my best friend, because you'll hear me talk about her often.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted you to know who she is, where she is. And we've had a great time.
Yes. Nice to meet you all.
Yeah. So
Bye.
we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.